Hello everyone, and welcome to Twitch Plays Vampire the Masquerade Blood on the Wind. And I did not forget to loop the intro screen this time, unlike yesterday. I forwent my La Sombre Bane just for tonight, just for you. Hello everyone, hope you're having a wonderful weekend and a wonderful month of darkness, and I hope you're very excited about what we're gonna do tonight. We are through Alchemy RPG, as you can see. It's my background here. We are going to be telling a vampire story with you, the live chat. Starting tonight, we're going to make our character, our PC character, for this Nashville-based Vampire the Masquerade game. And the player character that you, the chat, will be playing is going to be a courier, if you will. If you've played Vampire the Masquerade Night Road, you might be familiar with what a vampire courier is, but that will be the character we will be creating tonight. And I've co-opted Outstar over here to use Outstar to create the character right here in Alchemy. And I'm going to click that right here, and you are going to make all the decisions for me. I'm not going to make any of the decisions, and our Polymaster, which is Outstar in the chat here, or World of Darkness in the chat, is where you're going to be doing the voting, because Twitch polls don't have enough spaces for us for all the clans. So obviously the very, very first thing that you need to come up with is what clan we're going to play, and we have all the clans here available to us. So please click those links in the chat and let me know what the result is, or my Polyteller will let me know what the result is. Smash that thin blood button. Oh, and don't pay attention to anyone else in the player section of the thing. That means nothing. That means absolutely nothing. There, you know. That's just for funsies. Banu Hakim, Malkavian. Malkavian is winning. Ooh, that's very exciting. I love the idea of a Malkavian courier. That definitely seems to be what everyone is looking for. Cobweb, cobweb. Perfect. Polyteller, you let me know when the poll is at its end, so to speak. Samitsi and Malkavian are tied. Samitsi would also be really fun. Here I was thinking maybe Caitiff, maybe Ravnos, but no. Totally wrong. Which is why I'm meant to be a storyteller, not a player. Also, I hope the music isn't too loud. Let me know if it is. Gangrel. Gangrel's also a really good choice. Smeetsy has won the poll. Now that is super exciting. I am completely surprised, completely shocked, but, you know, so happy, actually. Smeetsy. Wow. All right. Let's read this here. The Dragons of Kindred this clan embraces to own. They do not care if their charges live well, but aim simply to control. Those who are loyal to the Smeetsy are often so more out of fear than love. Want to be loved and feared. Our concept, of course, is we're going to put right here, Kindred Courier or Vampire Courier, however you'd like to look at it. That's our concept. The chronicle is Blood on the Wind. Makes it easier. And now we get to move on to the next poll. I know, so many polls so soon, is we're going to pick our predator type. Unfortunately, we do not have Roadside Killer on here, which would be most convenient for a courier, but, you know, we aren't about playing it easy. We don't play on easy mode here. At least not in my games. You ever played with me or watched me storytell. So we have everything but Roadside Killer here. Alley Cat, Bagger, Blood Leech, Cleaver, Consensualist, Farmer, Osiris, Sandman, Scene Queen, Siren, Extortionist, Grave Robber, Grim Reaper, Montero, Pursuer, and Trapdoor. Trapdoor is probably the hardest one for a courier, honestly. You don't hear any music. Well, that's unfortunate. How about now? Do you hear music now? Blood Leech. Wow. You guys really want to play on hard mode, and I appreciate that so much. Yes, I know we can customize it, I know. But we're gonna stick to just what's already here. I know. But yes, absolutely. You can absolutely check out Alchemy RPG for yourself and put in custom things for your own characters and stories. Bloodweech is winning by a landslide. Well, that's fun. We want messy blood bonds and accidental diablerie. Yes, and of course, that makes as much sense as anything else. You could be a kindred courier whose currency, whose payment for these jobs is the blood of your client, let's say. Yes, we are going to be a problem. Absolutely. We encourage it. Bloodleech has won. You have made your decision. Excellent. Yeah, accidental diablerie. Actually, I am not sure why Roadside isn't on here. I think I have everything. It might just be me, and I forgot to unlock Let the Streets Run Red. It might be... I might be the problem, actually. I'm not sure. Ambition of ours is going to be perhaps to find a domain at some point. We want to hang up our spurs, so to speak, but our desire is to deliver our packages, let's say. We are going to be a neonate. We're going to be 12th generation. And our sire, well, we could come up with a fun sire name, but we're going to say Kindred Courier Senior is our sire. We don't deal with names. I'm going to try and keep this character as gender neutral as possible, so you can insert yourself into it any way that you'd like. Equipment, we are obviously, well, here's the decision, right? We could very easily have a Casey Senior, exactly. We could very easily have a motorcycle. We could have a van. We could have a small car, a large car. I would imagine we wouldn't want to be on foot. We could have a bicycle. Imagine, that would be really fun. RV. I think RV makes the most sense because we could also live in it. We could soup it up and trick it out so that we can be safe from the sun while we sleep. So I think that might be the moped, inline skates, yeah. A high-end RV, a mobile haven. Yeah, let's do high-end RV / I can spell mobile haven. I think that makes the most sense there. Yes. Oh, I need to create an item. High-end RV. Mobile haven. Yeah. Item type. We'll just... Oh, no. I meant to hit custom. We'll just put it as custom. Can I not put it as custom? Car? Yeah, that works. Yes. Do we have pictures for that? No, I'd have to upload my own pictures. We don't want to do that. Okay. That's that. Now we get to move on to high-end RV / mobile haven. That's perfect. Now we get to move on to skills. So we need to obviously do the traditional layout of the skills, which is 4 dots in 1, 3, I think it's 4 dots in 1, 3 dots in 2, 2 dots in 4, and 1 dot in 1. That makes sense. And I know Outstar has already set up a thing for it. Yeah, custom just means, yes, I figured that out. Thank you so much. Custom just means add your own thing here, yeah. Which, it's even more you see, the problem is that my brain, doesn't work correctly. I overcomplicate things in my own mind. I mean, we certainly can have a bicycle inside of our high-end RV. That's no issue there. I'm completely fine with that idea. Yeah, RV with a bicycle storage? Absolutely. I don't know what attributes a courier needs the most, honestly. Are my windows blocking? Athletics and stealth, maybe. Manipulation is winning in the attributes poll, with strength being our weakest attribute. Wow. That's wild. Manipulation, get more. Well, the only reward we're really looking for is blood. I'm sorry, the chat's moving by a little fast for me because I have my window kind of tiny so I can see everything. Someone asked if, with alchemy, an Outstar can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that that's something, if you get, Ald Sanguine, you get, some access to alchemy. I could be wrong about that though. I'm sorry, I missed your question. If we don't invest in craft, how are we going to commit vicissitude crimes? You can unlock Ald Sanguine for free to access core VTM features. Yes, thank you. I knew I was close. I was very close. I'm sure the Prince of Nashville is going to be super excited that the courier is a Samitsi. Tech and animalism. Mm-hmm. Give Outstar a minute to let me know what the outcome of the poll is. Yes. Nazra, yes. More things are unlocked depending on which books you have. Attribute poll is closed. Manipulation, 4 dots. My goodness. Wits, Dex, and Charisma, 3 dots. Okay. Which leaves what? Strength and strength at 1. And the rest at 2. All right. This is your character. This is your world. We're just living in it. The choices have been made. All right, so then we move on to our skills, and we'll do specialties and things like that in a little bit. But we need to first decide if we're doing Jack of all trades, balanced, or if we're going to be a specialist. And the big difference with Jack of all trades and balanced and specialist, a specialist gets 1 skill at 4 dots, in case you didn't know. Jack of all trades gets 10 skills at 1 dot, and balanced is a little, I can get 3 skills at 3, 5 skills at 2, and 7 skills at 1. Both Samitsi and a Blood Leech were the Cam's worst nightmare. That is correct. We will be. We will be. Our car was important to us as immortals, so that's how we get around our grounded vein. Yeah, I mean, we could also have an RV just full of, like, our favorite... We could have been a collector of stuffed plushies in life, and our RV could just be full of them. That, you know, in addition to asking for blood from whoever our client is, we could also request like, one of those toys you get out of the claw machine. It can be anything you want. Strength? We don't need strength. We just need strength of will, apparently. Poll ended. Specialist. Awesome. All right. So now we need to decide which of our skill is going to be at 4 dots. Now we have a lot of choices here. Drive would probably be where I would lean, but, you know, if we want to play on hard mode, we could go the absolute other direction. Larceny might also be good, depending on what it is that we need to do, where we need to get to. Survival? Or it could be etiquette if we want to be really professional in our job. Or we could go the complete opposite direction and go medicine or investigation or finance, something that might not necessarily come in handy, but could be aesthetically pleasing to the character. Technology? Sleep under a pile of plushies. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we could also have a jar of dirt. That is true. We can have both, plushies and dirt. $4 invite. Yeah, we could be a traveling certified public accountant. Well, if you think those skills are most important, Sweet Wolf, make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already. Dirty plushies? Yeah, they could be specifically dirty plushies. Our best skill is drive. Well, good. I'm pleased about that. We might actually, most likely will need that one moving forward. All right, so specialist, so that's 3 skills at 3, 3 skills at 2, and 3 skills at 1. I don't know, Outstar, if we did the skills for all of them or not. If not, we can sort of, I can just sort of judge based on what's been in the chat here. Best to worst. Okay, so 3 dots in stealth, which will definitely come in handy. Ooh, 3 dots in persuasion. Very nice, very nice. I can read. I can tell. One more, right? Stealth, persuasion, and streetwise also good. So 2 dots next. Occult, subterfuge, and intimidation. Okay. Let's do occult. I think subterfuge is up here. Subterfuge and intimidation. We are taking a lot of social stuff. And then our 3 skills at 1 is awareness, survival, and larceny. All right. We are taking no dots in firearms. I certainly hope we won't need it. I'm sorry. Let me read that one more time. Insight, awareness, survival. Survival, insight, and awareness. All right, that's that. That is all of our things. We didn't take anything that we get a specialty in. We didn't take academics, craft, performance, or science. So we don't get any specialties, I don't think, unless we get one with our predator type, which I will, let me actually check. I have it right on the side here, I think. Do I have it on the side here? I might have, no, I do. Okay, so we get stealth against kindred. So, stealth against kindred for our predator type. And I think that's it. For, yep, for that. That's it for that. All right. So, oh, we should also name. Let's do Twitch chat. That's your name. All right, so for the Samitsi, the natural disciplines that come with the Samitsi is animalism, protean, and dominate. So we need to put 2 dots in one and 1 dot in the other. So I don't know if, again, I don't know if we have a poll set up for that. Oh, we get 1 free specialty. I did forget that. I'm so sorry. We should probably put it in our drive, no? I think probably the most plausible thing is to put it in our drive. So let's go with Protean 2 and Dominate 1. Let's go with defensive driving. Yes. I think we might have a poll for that. Do Thin Bloods count for a blood leech? I think it... I mean, I would. I would count it for a blood leech, absolutely. Discipline poll is open. Looks like Protean is winning. It's because we want those cool vicissitude powers. Blood Leech does let us take either a dot in Protean or a dot in Celerity. Well, Xmas, we could just literally be the worst artists of vicissitude. That's fine. We don't need Celerity. That's what the car is for. Perfect. Oh, Animalism and Dominate is neck and neck. You need to pick pick for what our other dot's gonna be. Vicissitude doesn't need to be a clean job. That's right. It really doesn't. What is vicissitude roll? Protean and Resolve? It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Protean, very clearly 2 dots there. And it looks like Dominate 1 barely by a hair. Barely by a hair. Boom. Okay. We'll get to the other stuff we get from our Predator type in just a second. So, we have these powers here. We have Eyes of the Beast and Weight of the Feather. And we have Feral Weapons here as well. We also have Vicissitude, which we can take with our Dominate. But for our level 1 power, we need to decide between Eyes of the Beast and Weight of the Feather. Which one seems better for, for a courier traveling through Nashville? I didn't mean to pick one. I meant to leave it open. Eyes of the Beast, so we can see in the dark. Or Weight of the Feather if we, for whatever reason, go careening somewhere that we might have an easier fall, let's say. Good for driving at night, for sure, for sure. I mean, our RV also has headlights. You know, and if we go crashing through the windshield of our RV, Eyes of the Feather, we might wish we had taken it. That's true. That's true. Taking Eyes of the Beast would open you up to anyone having their brights on. That would be a really unfun time for you. Eyes of the Feather? Well, I can't do that for you. Rio, we will be using the streaming mode next time. This is just a character creator we're doing today. We'll show you the streaming mode next time. Right now, we're just showing off the character creator. Yes, Vampire Bites. It's not automated yet. As far as I know, they are working on it. We got 3 more to go after this one. So we have plenty of time to show off some cool stuff. Yep, Eyes of the Beast is clearly the winner of this poll. I don't think we need to wait for it to close totally. Okay. And I am going to say that for our level 2 Feral Weapons or Vicissitude, I think I know which one the chat is going to want. However, I am going to let you tell me Feral Weapons or Vicissitude. I'm so sorry, Outstar. I'm so sorry you keep having to make polls. Making you work hard on a Sunday. Yes, you are the poly teller. One night we'll see a Samitsi without Vicissitude, not tonight. I have had a player who was a Samitsi without Vicissitude. I love subverting expectations. Feral Weapons is a really good ability, and it's super useful. for a lot of things. The vote button stopped working. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about that. I don't know why it would do that. The Gangrel maids are trying to ruin our glorious vision. Oh, goodness. Yes, and as easily predicted, vicissitude. Because we are playing as Samitsi, so absolutely why wouldn't we have vicissitude? Alright, and before we move on to our predator type stuff, which plays into our disciplines, we're going to go through our background merits and stuff before we get into that. We're going to pick our level 1 dominate ability, which is either Cloud Memory or Compel. I know which one I would pick, but I'm more curious about which one you would pick, obviously, because this is your character. Feral weapons for patchwork vicissitude. Hi. Hi, Az. We definitely don't see your name on the screen anywhere. I'm not going to say which one I would pick. I want to know which one you would pick. And then, I'll see. Leave lots of traffic cops with amnesia in our wake. I mean, it's one of these seems more useful than the other as someone who travels from domain to domain, so... 70%. Okay, well that's good. That's absolutely the one that I assumed was Cloud Memory. Yes. That seems the most important one in my opinion. Yes. All right. So, I don't know if we should Blood Leech. I think since we're already in the disciplines, I can't speak. Discipline screen. We get an extra dot for celerity, or we can take an extra dot in Protean. Now, were we to take an extra dot in Protean, as we already have two, the level 3s are Earth Meld and Shape Change, which may or may not come in handy. What's available to us is Celerity, is Cat's Grace, and Rapid Reflexes, I believe, yes, is the two here, which this might come in handy, honestly, should we get into a kerfuffle, but it is up to you, not to me. You did a sneaky poll when I were watching. Well, I should have guessed. So in that sneaky poll, just out of curiosity, is it flesh crafting, earth meld, or shape change? I don't necessarily know how... I mean, vicissitude definitely coming in handy. You can change your visage, if you will. I don't necessarily know if flesh crafting comes in handy as a courier, but can we earth meld the whole RV? Well, that would take quite a significant... I would definitely make you make a roll for that, and it would have to be significant. Turning people into chairs may be funny, but the problem is I don't know how many jobs we would get with that type of reputation. Van crafting. It's perfect. Perfect. Flesh craft a ghoul for fresh identities. I mean, it depends on your morality, I suppose. Shape change is currently winning. Now, see, that's fun. That I consider quite fun. Taking Knight Rider to the next level. Yeah. Where I go, the van goes. I see shape change is the very obvious winner here. 47%. All right. All right. There we go. We are, man, We are quite formidable, I think, even as a neonate. Quite scary. I'd be quite scared to have them roll up into my domain, personally. All right. So, some Chronicle tenets here. Guides by which the Chronicle will run. Personal things that we will not get into. That we will get into, excuse me. There will be no explicit murder of innocents. I mean, you can obviously do, if you want to, kill innocents. I only say it because it will incur stains if you kill a random person walking down the street, for example. So, but, you know, this person is attacking you, whoa, there we go. A very simple line that we all know. Beasts we are, less beasts. I can't type. Beasts we become. I'm just going to very simply put that there. The convictions will be the same. Murder only in self-defense. If we do murder someone, in general, that will incur stains, which, you know, isn't always the worst thing in the world. Sometimes it's worth it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes. Our clan Bane is, woohoo, goodness. There we go. So we have Cursed Courtesy, Samitsi. I think we already established that we want to have dirty plushies in our RV. Or we could go with, no, Cursed Courtesy, that's, no, I'm getting them backwards. Where is the other one? There should be Chew. Oh my goodness, I don't see it on here. But it's entirely possible that I am blind. No? Maybe I'm not. No, I'm not blind, right? I'm not blind, am I? Taylor Swift is our goal. Cursed Courtesy would, however, allow for RV Dracula. I mean, it would. It would. Okay, I'm not blind. Good. I'm glad. Yes. I think the decision is whether or not we want an alt Bane or if we want the quote-unquote standard Bane for the Samitsi. Because I'm fairly certain that Cursed Courtesy is the alt Bane. Yeah, it is. Deadly serious about their own haven and property, so are compelled to treat that of others. A Samitsi vampire entering someone else's home uninvited suffers severe distress and an almost physical desire to leave. That is the alt Bane, which is also kind of fun. Grounded is better. All right, so let's add in Grounded. I swear, I feel like I can't see it properly. So I just go Grounded, and as long as we have our dirty plushies here, we'll be all right. I think I can actually go over and copy that right from the thing, because I obviously don't have it in front of me. I didn't have every Bane and Compulsion in front of me, surprisingly. Copy this right here so we can all read it. Each Samitsi must select a specific charge, be it in a physical location, a group of people, or something even more esoteric. Each night they must sleep surrounded by their charge. If they do not, they sustain aggravated willpower damage equal to their Bane severity upon waking the following night. Very good. Yes, I did scroll up to see more Banes. It's not here, though. As we can see. As we can see. It is not here. Unfortunately. I don't know why. Have I tried scrolling up on the Bane screen? Yes. I have scrolled all the way through the Bane screen. This is the extent that I can scroll. I can scroll no more. It is in the Alchemy Bugs forum already. Awesome. Thank you. All right. Let's move on to advantages and flaws. Now, from our Predator type, We get some flaws. We get 2 flaws, I think. Yes, we do. We get a plus to our blood potency, a minus to our humanity. We get the flaw Diablerist, and the flaw Prey Exclusion Mortals. We can also take the Shunned flaw, if we wanted to do it that way. Would we prefer Diablerist or Shunned? That's the next question I need to ask you, chat. It's going to make it real difficult that we can't eat people. That's in my opinion the only downside of blood. I mean, it's not the only downside of Blood Leech. I really like, I've only ever, in my 4 years of storytelling, I've only had 1 player take Blood Leech, unfortunately. And it was a lot of fun. They were hungry all the time because they always had such difficulty finding someone to get blood from. And it made for great entertainment for me personally. Shunned! Shun him! More weaknesses, more Dracula. That's true. That's true. Vin, I would love it if you took Blood Leech for me. I've only just one player, and I've had a lot of players. Oh, I can't click on the poll. Diablerist. Boy, you guys like the punishment, don't you? Yeah. That's, I mean, the prince isn't gonna like that very much. Prince is gonna, oh god, I actually don't know how to spell Diablerist properly. Diablerist, I think that's correct. The prince is going to, a known Diablerist, not Prey Exclusion. What are we doing here? What are we doing? A known Diablerist, a Samitsi courier with vicissitude. That's fun. Okay. I personally wouldn't make you take more flaws with that, me personally, as your storyteller, but if you'd like another flaw, we can certainly do that. We're just bad news all around. Diablerist Samitsi Blood Leech. We are really determined to give this prince a headache. Yep. The prince is just gonna have to deal with it. I don't know. I don't know, Vin. I guess we'll find out. All right. So we have advantages here that we can take. Now, alchemy, as we've stated before, doesn't have this automated yet. You need to sort of have the book out to know. Let us know in chat, what do you want to do with flaws and merits? We'll do more polls. Yeah. So I think what I would want to do, let me just pull out my handy dandy little guide that I made for myself here. I think a good idea is we already have our haven, right? We have our mobile van. So that takes care of one. Our resources are not good. We are living paycheck to paycheck. Or we can say job to job. Let's find out if we want to have either contacts, allies, or retainers. Let's, if we can make a poll for allies, contacts, or retainers. Probably be the best way to go here. In my personal games, yes. I would, if you want to take more advantages, I ask you to take another flaw. If you take more flaws, I give you extra advantages, yeah. But because we already have here that comes with the Predator type Blood Leech, we already have 4 dots and flaws. I think we're just going to leave it as is. You don't have to take additional 2 flaws. And just because we don't have something more automated here, and we're running on polls, we're just going to try and keep this as simple as we possibly can for our very overworked poly teller in the chat. Ah, you're correct. It is Dark Secret, isn't it? You are correct. Because I was looking at shunned, and shunned just says shunned. Retainer would be nice to have a day shift. Yeah, we're not playing Ancilla. We are playing a Neonate. Blood Leech does give you an additional blood potency point. Yep. We're going to take that. Contacts? Perfect. And we could take... I think probably taking 2 dots of contacts. Maybe even 3 dots of contacts would be beneficial to us. And I think finally what we should do with advantages is we should decide if our van is going to have some sort of security to it. Now, obviously, the way that it's written in the book is the Haven is meant to be a physical location, but this one moves, right? So if we could put into the poll, if we could have a either security system to our Haven, a hidden armory to our Haven, or a, let's say, a quick escape hatch for our Haven. As in something that maybe is even in the floor that we could use, give extra dice to escape out of the van should we have to. If we are under threat for any reason. Not saying it would come up. Park over a manhole every morning? I mean, we could. Problem is parking over a manhole usually are on streets, and we'll be asleep during the day, and if a police comes rapping on our door, we're gonna have a bad time. Security system. Yes. That seems like the most. That seems... Yes. All right. Security system, so we'll take 2 dots for that. So so for 2 things, our mobile haven will definitely have very secure latches that will lock from the inside, latches that we can control electronically when we're outside of the RV, and also will protect us when we are inside of the RV, all done by a central computer that we can control with our phone. So I think those are good for our advantages and flaws for this essentially 3-shot that we're going to be running. Our blood potency, right? Okay. I don't think we're going to do any lore sheets because I don't think we're going to do any lore sheets. So we get 2 blood potency for that. Oh goodness, I'll have to. I think it's 2. No. It's 2. Is it just 1? I'll have to I don't have my sheet in front of me. Animal and bags likes half hunger, I know that. Bane severity is 2. These might all be wrong. I know the top and the bottom ones are wrong. These ones, I think this is correct. I think this is correct. Yes. All right. So, true age. Say we are 30 years old. So apparent age would be 30. We are a neonate, so let's say we've been kindred for 30 years, so our true age is actually 60. Someone can do the math for me, or I can pull out my calculator really quick. Because don't ask me to do math unless it's involving dice. All right, you're born in 1964. There we go. And we became kindred in 1994, at the ripe old age of 30. We have a phone, we're a Semitsi, a Diablerist, and a Blood Leech. The Camarilla hates us, and cameras hate us probably too. It depends on what we do with our vicissitude, how we make ourselves look. Cameras might not like us either. As I said, I'm going to keep this character as gender neutral as possible. Each option the blood protein draws starts value of BP, so each option start with 2. It's 2. Okay. Well, I have 2, 2, 2, and 2, and animal and animal and bag bug slakes half hunger. In actuality, because we are a blood leech, it would slake no hunger. if we wanted to be super accurate about that. Yes, I wasn't sure if it was 2 or not. But I had everything else at 2. Because we have a prey exclusion mortals. So we're going to have a difficult time with that. Anyway, appearance, we're going to keep this as gender neutral as possible, so I'm not going to write down appearance or distinguishing features, but someone did say something really interesting in the chat earlier on that said it would still slake hunger, just stain? I think, that's actually a question I don't know. I believe you, though, when you say it. I will leave it as it would traditionally be half hunger. 2 blood potency is half hunger. Yeah, it's a prey exclusion feeding on mortals. Just like a prey exclusion for Ventru is bagged, and I believe they don't get any sustenance from it. It is treated as breaking a chronicle tenant. I love that. That's even better. That's even better. Because there is no way, oh my goodness, there's no way that we are not going to get hungry on our mission, and we aren't going to have fresh kindred just hanging around ready for us to eat. That's going to be an intense problem that we're going to have in the game. That's perfect. Someone in the chat said that there was a... as a mortal, we had an infatuation with our van. So we can say we were a mortal cross-country traveler. And that's how we became kindred. And that's why we still stick to having a van to this day. So do we need to find a fresh supply to keep at our haven? By fresh supply, Modest Panda, do you mean do we keep a kindred staked in our van? Is that what you're asking? Yeah, I mean, embraced in 1994, we didn't really have van life influencers, not yet. Well, the question is if we want to keep a fresh supply on tap, meaning we would need to have someone in our van with us. So we pull a Jasper and turn someone a week to bring with us? I mean, that's certainly possible. Should we make a very cursed poll? I think we should. I think we should. Do we have someone staked in our van? Yes or no? That's the cursed poll out star. Of course the answer is going to be yes. Why is that the question? Oh no. Oh no. Well, of course the answer is yes. All right. Well, I think I think what we're gonna have to do then is go back to our equipment. I think we're gonna have to go back to our equipment, create a new item, call the item yeah. What clan should it be? I'm going to give you a few minutes. What clan do you want it to be? We can do a poll, or you can type it in the chat, and I will pick at random the clan of vampire that we have staked in our van. I'll give you a few minutes to type in, or I'll start to make a new poll. Oh, God. It seems to be overwhelmingly Tremere. It's overwhelmingly Tremere. All right. Staked Tremere. Item type? Lunch. So that's down here. Uh-huh. Yes. Perfect. Sorry, I don't mean to keep coughing. I just find that incredibly funny. Yes. All right. So we have our blood potency. We have our staked Tremere. We have our background information here. As a mortal cross-country traveler, a van lifer before it was cool. The staked Tremere is a perfect dark secret as well. It most certainly is. These are mechanics that will show up that you can edit here. We should be... Oh, I should actually look what our willpower is. Our willpower is our resolve and composure together. 2. Okay, good. Yeah, it's good. So 4. We have 4 willpower, and our health as well is what? Whoopsies. No, why do I keep clicking on the wrong thing? Skills. Stamina plus 3. It's 5. It's 5. Oh, goodness. I don't know why this tracker won't stay open. 4. And health is 5. And our humanity. We have to lose a humanity. So we start off at 7, but we're going to be at 6 because we're blood leeches. We're going to die fast? No. Not in my game. No. Yes. So that's us. So if I click this little button here, that should give us everything that we need. Perfect. And this was, I'll be using Outstars. I'll be taking over Outstar. You can see all of our skills down here, our disciplines over here that we'll be using to roll, our dice pools and everything else. Our dice pools for vicissitude, which as I said is Protean and Resolve. And next week, we will start Blood on the Wind. Again, it's a game taking place in Nashville. We are a courier arriving in Nashville to meet with the Prince of Nashville, Mr. Troy Duvall, who is going to give us a mission, give us something that he needs for us to do. And it's going to be a really good time. We'll be joined by a very special guest for that stream. We don't need humanity. What's it good for? Character has very near dark vibes. Absolutely. So, Prince Troy is going to have one hell of a time. I certainly hope that Prince Troy has the best time playing. And we will, as I said, we'll be joined by a special guest who will let us know exactly how they feel about Courier. And that is how I will roleplay Courier for you. Courier will have no name but Courier, no matter how much the Prince insists that they must have a name. But I want to thank everyone in the chat for participating. Thank you so much to Outstar for all those polls. Thank you so much for having a good time with me making this character. Also teaching me something that I did not know. I have to go apologize to my player who played a Blood Leech, who I, never fed on mortals because they thought that they wouldn't get any sustenance from it. That's totally my bad. I need to go apologize to them immediately. I want to thank you so much. This is going to be an amazing game. When I pitched this to Outstar, I had no idea we were going to come out with a Semitsi Diablerist with vicissitude. That was never a thing with a stake Tremere in their RV. Never in my wildest dreams did I think that's where we were going to end up here. Is the special guest Outstar? The special guest is not Outstar, believe it or not. Special guest is someone else. No, Outstar is just the Poly Master. But yes, please come back next Sunday, the exact same time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 9 p.m. Central European Time, or noon Pacific Standard Time, for us to begin our very first session of Blood on the Wind, a Vampire the Masquerade game in Nashville. So thank you so much, everyone, and we will see you then.